So guys, we are here with Rico Renzi, famous comic book artist, famous colorist, tons of work in Marvel, indie stuff. So Rico, first of all, it's a great pleasure to meet you, great pleasure to see you here in India.
Thank you.
So first, how are you liking it here? Is it your first visit to India?
My first visit. I love it so far.
You love it so far.
Yeah.
And how is the food here in Hyderabad? Do you like the food?
I love the food. We had biryani last night. It was delicious.
Awesome, awesome.
Big barbecue platter. Oh, it was very good.
Awesome. We Hyderabad, we are known for biryani and spicy food and stuff like that. So great. So and how is the environment, the crowd? How is everything?
Everybody's been very nice and sweet, and I feel like welcome, like family.
That's really nice to hear. So, Rico, I wanted to ask you. Actually, I have a lot of questions, but I don't think that I have the time. I know amount of time to ask you all the questions, but I'll keep it short.
Okay.
So, why comics? And even why a colorist, or why not a writer?
I was the kind of kid who always rushed to finish my drawings and to get to the coloring part. I like color.
You have probably worked with a lot of artists and a lot of writers. You have some frequent collaborations with Chris Brunner, Jason Latour. Who do you like to collaborate most, or who you think more comfortable with collaborating with?
Robbie Rodriguez is a favorite. Chris Brunner. We are working on a new project right now, so we'll be out next year probably. But Chris is the first person I worked with. We started doing Batman together in 1999, and I always work with him as long as I can. But I really like Flaviano also. He's an Italian artist that I do a book called Grimm with.
Okay.
He's a great collaborator.
What is the future looks like? You continue doing these collaborations with Marvel or the big two, or do you want to do more work in the indie and other individual?
I like it all. I feel like if you work for a corporation, you should work for as many different ones as you can, because they're not necessarily very loyal. Sometimes you have work, sometimes you don't. So it's put your eggs in as many baskets as possible is what they say.
I got your point. And that kind of answer my next question that I was going to ask you, right? Partly answer my question. I wanted to ask you, how is the experience while working with the big two? I mean, they have some deadlines, some tight schedule, timelines, and the editors do interject or intervene a lot with your work. So, how is the experience there in the working with the big two, and when you were working with the other franchise or other indie stuff?
Marvel is always the fastest turnaround. The deadlines are the fastest. I don't know why, but it's also the most that gets seen by the world. I feel like people know me more for Marvel stuff than any other stuff. So, it's that's the best thing about it. And it's the worst thing is the tight deadline, but it all balances out.
Great. So, do you have any plan in the future to do some creator-owned, work self-written, self-drawn, self-colored, everything done by you and creator-owned stuff? Any plan as such in the future?
Yeah, I have a new self-published book that I'm going to put out this year. It's just mostly my design work.
A lot of people are waiting for you. I'll just take one final question and we'll wrap it up. This question, whenever I meet an artist, I ask this question.
Okay.
I'll ask it to you again. So, what's your thoughts about the current upsurge of generative AI and artificial intelligence and technology in the comics industry? Because we have seen a lot of artists voice their concerns and voice their thoughts about it. So what's your take on that?
I feel like the computers will never come up with the ideas that the people do. It's just based on other artists' already existing ideas. So it's not great.
Thank you so much, Rico, and I hope that we can catch up again. Yep. I see a lot of people are waiting, so I'll
come
let you.
Later if it's quieter.
I will do that. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. Thank you.